The voluntary life-saving movement is quite critical to beach safety in South Africa. Competitors from provinces will pit their skills against each other in a variety of disciplines. And for more on this, we're now joined on the line by our reporter, Anda Nqonji. A very good afternoon to you, Anda. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, why is it important to host this kind of an event?
It is important to host this kind of an event as it encourages voluntary people to volunteer in this aspect, as we know that we have got quite actually two types of lifesavers. There are those who do it voluntarily, and then there are those who are employed by the municipality. So in terms of affordability, it is very good for the country to have people who are willing to volunteer in this, and which is why there is this SA Lifesaving Championship today. It is said to be some sort of a reward or a way of rewarding and encouraging this. There's quite a number of prerequisites before you can actually be part of this championship, which includes finishing a number of hours volunteering in this aspect. Well, we have seen today quite a number of people, competitors and spectators from all over the country coming to join as the start of this championship is today, and it starts with the elderly. People as old as 75 have taken to Port Elizabeth today, Kings Beach, to be a part of this. They have participated, or they participate rather, in a number of activities and disciplines, which range from the beach events, which include the 90-meter sprint on sand. And I know you can only imagine what it feels like to run on sand, and those elderly people are willing to do that just to make sure that they keep our beaches safe. It is not only that, there are also water events which include board racing and board relay, and competitors paddle around. Actually, there's also ski racing. There's a lot of aspects within this, and a number of people that we have spoken to are actually very excited, saying that this does not only help or assist South Africa as a whole, but it also helps them keep and remain safe, and also make sure that their skills continue to be practiced.
And looking back at the past few years, what has been the level of interest from participants? And would you say that this event has grown over the past few years?
Let me just say that particularly today, somehow a record has been broken, because quite a number of people were willing to participate today. It is reported by the Vice President of the sport that about actually over 1,600 people have participated today, which was very high as compared to other years or previous years. So that shows a growing interest amongst people, especially the youth, because the Vice President also mentioned that their main focus actually was to attract as many young people as possible, because now the elderly or the people who are on the master stage might be going to retirement very soon, and it is important that more people are groomed in this. And also, let me say that he also mentioned that South Africa is now on the top 5 internationally, which means that slowly but surely this sport is becoming popular, and a lot of people are becoming a part of it. And also, one of the provinces that have done pretty well today is the UKZ and Durban, which it said that in the past the sport wasn't as popular in the past as it is now, and it was amazing how they came on board, and they were willing to take over, and they actually got to win a few rounds. So I would say that the sport is actually growing in South Africa.
And I see there's also an increase in the participation of women in this sport. I mean, breaking all the stereotypes. So who are some of the women that we should be on the lookout for?
There's a lady we spoke to earlier on from Port Elizabeth, whose name is Terry Dalton. She is actually one of the women. She's 53 years old, and she's so excited that she is a part of this, and has also mentioned that she has recruited her daughters to be part of the sport, saying that it's one of her legacies, all the things that she's willing to leave behind. She has highlighted how interested her daughters are in this kind of a sport, and how much she loves it herself, and how much she looks forward to the end of this championship to see how everyone has done.
And what are some of the reasons for the threats to life within swimming, particularly at the country's beaches?
Pardon?
What are the main reasons for the threats to life within swimming at our country's beaches?
One of the main reasons is, if I hear you correctly, you're asking what's the reason, what are the threats of life within our beaches, right?
Yes, precisely.
Okay. One of the main reasons that have been highlighted in the past by previous lifeguards is, the inability to swim, especially on some people in South Africa, saying that it is important that the skill is passed on, which is why we are encouraging people to participate in water sports like this one today, to make sure that people are becoming familiar with swimming and the idea of taking it on as an activity or as a sport, and so much that they will participate in those who are willing to save those who cannot.